2025 was quite a year for movies, with more than a few duds. But there was one film that built its way to the top, standing head and shoulders above the rest and easily establishing itself as the best film of the entire year. And that film is a Minecraft movie. This film is based on the popular franchise Minecraft, an open-world sandbox game that allows players to build pretty much anything with it, provided you mine the proper materials to craft your desired items from. But Boozer, you chiseled monolith of machismo, I hear you ask. How could a game with no story possibly translate to film, let alone one you deem worthy of film of the year? Well, doubtful viewer, the answer is that there's no story required, because the reason this movie is at the very top is the main characters. Two straight white male dude bros, one more unapologetic than the other.
I will crack your cabeza with my butt cheeks like a walnut.
Doing what their hearts desire, without some DEI Mary Sue shooting down their dreams and telling them what's what. As a matter of fact, the female characters that are featured in the film are pushed to the background with not much to do, because that's how you make a good film. In a time where straight white male seems to be an endangered species in Hollywood, it's exciting to see not one but two of our brothers shine on the big screen. And not just any dudes, they're actual men. Because lately, when Hollywood does have white men in films, they're woefully incompetent buffoons whose only purpose is to make the mediocre female lead look badass by comparison, or be perpetually humiliated by a DEI hire who complains about the suffering of their ancestors, which they themselves have never personally experienced. Nobody cares that your grandfather was hosed down during the civil rights movement. You experienced nothing of the sort. And let's be honest, he probably needed a bath anyway. No, instead, a Minecraft movie gives us two straight white men who are allowed to be themselves with no fear of persecution or ridicule. But Boozer, you charming ultra chad, most reviews online don't have much good to say about the film. Well, dear consumer of the word, those reviews are just the latest bile from the woke machine. If you're looking for things like story, consistency, and so on, character growth, then I suggest you grab your man purse and go watch the hyper-misandrist Barbie or the DEI vehicle Sinners. Because this movie doesn't need any of that when it's fueled by pure testosterone. Talk smack about this film and the garbage man will haul you off like the trash you are, and you could take that to the bank. Speaking of bank, this bromance blockbuster absolutely dominated at the box office, 940 million globally, whereas the DEI-led Captain America Brave New World had to settle for barely half that at 415 million, and Thunderbolts Asterisk earned even less at 355 million. How's that diversity, equity, and inclusion working out for you, Mickey? Let this be a lesson to the rest of Hollywood. We want to see more straight white males, not talentless minorities or pink-haired land whales whose every line in movies is an insult to the Caucasian demographic. If you want to build a better franchise, it's obvious which materials you should be mining and which should be left in the dirt. Which crafts will result in pure diamond and which will craft you utter shite. Last call before I close up for the night. At the beginning of this video, I stated that Minecraft is the best movie of the year. You might be wondering why, since we're still just in June with 6 more months to go before the year is over. Well, I said that because whatever movies are still to come out, none of them could possibly outdo this one. So go ahead and eat your Marvel slop. Enjoy the colors of your DEI hires. I'll be over here celebrating my dude bros, along with all the dude bros around the world. Alright, story's over. Get out.